Tonight on CTV News, we're covering the first presidential debate.
And then stick around because we have information on the recent quarantine at CSU dorms, as well as the documentary celebrating 150 years of CSU. All that and more on CTV News starting now.
Good evening, Rams. I'm Kenneth Fredrick.
And I'm Alexandria Cullen. Welcome to the Thursday Night News Show. A lot has happened this week, so let's get right into it.
Tuesday was the first of 3 presidential debates between President Trump and former Vice President Biden. The debate was a unique one that showed how polarizing this election is going to be.
The night started off as any presidential debate would, with the explanation for the rules of the debate. Moderator Chris Wallace of Fox News explained that both candidates would have 2 minutes to answer questions before the other candidate could respond. That would be a rule that would be broken repeatedly throughout the night. The debate had covered many talking points from both of the candidates' running platforms. Wallace had told the candidates that he would like to discuss 6 points throughout the debate. They were the Supreme Court, COVID-19, the economy, records of the candidates, racism, and the integrity of the election. But much of the debate was bickering between Trump, Biden, and Wallace. Wallace had to stop the debate midway to call out President Trump for his interruption.
I'm appealing to you, sir, to do that.
Well, and him too.
Well, frankly, you've been doing more interrupting than he has.
That's all right, but he does plenty.
According to the majority of media outlets, the consensus is that Biden won the debate overall. However, 3 polls at CNBC report that people are upset with the content the debates are currently covering and wish the candidates would use more of their time to talk about the real concerns going on within the country. Students also feel like the debate isn't very helpful due to the fact that many people feel locked into their candidate choices by this point. When it comes to the debate, many students felt like the candidates didn't do things the right way.
In a political standpoint, how they try to get their point across by being rude and stuff, I don't think that's the correct way to address the situation.
There's still 2 more presidential debates that are going to come before the election on November 3rd. The next debate will be on October 15th and will be hosted by Steve Scully of C-SPAN.
While the presidential debates are keeping in the nation's suspense, here at CSU we have some good news. On Tuesday, Colorado State University lifted the quarantine on Braden and Summit residence halls. 6 residents of Braden Hall and 3 residents of Summit Hall tested positive and have moved to separate isolation areas on campus. CSU President Joyce McConnell sent out an email addressing students and congratulating them on everyone's combined efforts to keep the campus safe. President McConnell stated in her email to students that there will be 2 different COVID-related town hall meetings. One was tonight from 6 to 7, and the other one will be tomorrow morning from 9 to 10.
While the quarantine has been lifted in Braden and Summit Halls, new outbreaks are far from over. 3 fraternities have new outbreaks of the coronavirus as of yesterday, bringing the number of fraternities and sororities with outbreaks up to 6. Phi Kappa Phi fraternity has 4 cases, while both Phi Delta Theta and Sigma Pi have 2 confirmed cases each. This brings the total number of cases from fraternities and sororities this semester up to 33. If you or anyone you know have symptoms, you can find resources at covidrecovery.colorado.state.edu and testing sites at larimer.org/health.
CSU is not the only community dealing with the effects of the pandemic. Last week, Boulder County Public Health announced that gathering of individuals between 18 to 22 were prohibited for 2 weeks. This included anywhere indoors and outdoors. This comes after the spike in cases where over 1,300 staff and students from CU Boulder tested positive. The order states that failure to comply could result in fines up to $5,000 and imprisonment in county jail for up to 18 months. This order is effective from September 24th to October 8th, unless extended or modified by Boulder County Public Health.
The effects of COVID vary throughout the state, but the outcome of the senatorial race will affect all Colorado residents. If you've been seeing ads about the upcoming election around anywhere, the names Gardner and Hickenlooper might sound familiar to you. After dropping out of the Democratic presidential primary back in August, former Governor John Hickenlooper is making a run against incumbent Cory Gardner for Colorado's senatorial position. They'll be having their first debate on October 13th. The debate comes as Democrats attempt to take control of the Senate and the White House this November, while Republicans will be running to keep their seats. Anyone who would like to watch the debate can find it on 9 News from 6 to 7 o'clock.
On Tuesday night, 12-year-old Hunter Denny was reported missing from Pristine Pines Lane and Deer Springs Lane area west of Red Mountain Open Space near the Wyoming state border. Hunter is 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, and has brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing blue jeans, a tan Carhartt jacket, red baseball cap, and possibly a green shirt. His family last saw him Tuesday around 3 in the afternoon when he got into an argument with his family and left his home. He did not return. Anyone with information about Hunter and his whereabouts are asked to call Larimer County Sheriff Office at 970-416-1985.
CSU's historical documentary, The Great Experiment, 150 Years of CSU, premieres tonight on Rocky Mountain PBS. The documentary is all about the historic moments that have taken place at CSU in its century-and-a-half existence. It's the culmination of 3 years' work and contains clips from around 9,000 videos. It'll feature never-before-seen footage and give viewers an idea of what CSU looked like all those years ago. If you would like to watch at home, it'll be premiering at 8 o'clock on Rocky Mountain PBS.
Unfortunately, the smoky air along the Front Range is still here. With the Cameron Peak Fire and Mullen Fire north of Rocky Mountain National Park, the air has still been smoky for weeks. Ash was seen around Fort Collins, Boulder, and Denver homes. Denver was even rated to have the most polluted air in the world on Saturday. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment is encouraging residents to stay inside when possible. Outdoor exercises and other activities are also not encouraged. On a positive note, Weston Hubbard has some sustainable initiatives happening here at CSU.
CSU is known for being a school that reps a lot of green color, but did you know that we're actually known for being extremely green in a sustainable way as well?
Campus may be slowly turning yellow, but it's staying green in a big way.
For the past 7 years, CSU has maintained pretty high spots on some lists, all talking about how sustainable our campus is and how willing we are to be green and teach about being green here on campus.
According to Source.Colorado State, CSU has ranked 7 out of 312 institutes from all around the country on a list that they call Cool Schools. The Cool Schools list based their rankings off of multiple different factors, such as operations, academics, and engagement. According to Source.Colorado State, CSU's president Joyce McConnell was quoted saying, "CSU is proud to be recognized among Sierra Club's Cool School list. This recognition underscores this incredible and intention efforts of the entire CSU community." CSU has also several LEED Platinum and Gold certified buildings on campus, such as Laurel Village Pavilion, the Durrell Center, and Summit Hall. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design and is used as a rating system when evaluating how green a building is. According to CSU's housing website, some of the improvements they've made to housing options over the years include on-site solar arrays, several renovations to existing structures to make them more green, and changing things such as shower heads to low-flow models to save water consumption. Overall, CSU's green shines far beyond the school's colors, and maybe they can even make some more improvements over the years to come to number 1 on one of these lists.
Really cool that we all get to be part of a school that it takes pride in its ability to help the world every single day.
I agree, Weston, that CSU's work to keep our community green is really amazing. On another note, the Netflix documentary titled American Murder: The Family Next Door premiered on Netflix last night. This documentary talks about the Chris Watts murders. Chris Watts admitted to killing his pregnant wife, Shannon, and their 2 daughters in Fredrick, Colorado in August of 2018. Watts first denied having any involvement with his family's disappearance, but later confessed to the murders and having an affair. He was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences, 2 concurrent life sentences, 48 years until lawful termination to a pregnancy, and 12 years for each of the counts of tampering with a dead body.
Well, Rams, this concludes our news segment for tonight.
Stick around to see what's happening next in entertainment with Angel Cooper.